into this like whole song explanation, and before the song explanation, they had a clip of Farrakhan, and it was basically he was basically saying things like, how can a place like America criticize another country for doing things wrong?
I remember that interview
when they just are starting to get things on track a little.
It was around Vietnam time. Muhammad Ali had stopped boxing, or not boxing, but he was not being part of the draft, and that's when he had that interview with Farrakhan.
Yeah, but it's just another countless example of like the mistreatment of people that's not what they want them to be. They don't want you in this area, so they make their own different ways of getting you out. They make it harder for you to get a job that pays enough for you to live in this community. Is like forging documents, going into a house not following proper procedures. Like that's just blatant. You could try to cover it up, but once everything come to the light, your whole hand is shown.
Look way bad.
It's just ridiculous.
How do you feel, doctor?
I'm not gonna lie, just got sidetracked like a motherfucker. Everybody wanted to blow me up.
Oh, you thought? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They were guys and girls,
whatever you want to say.
And actually, that was some shit about my damn gaming stuff. A person, they didn't do what they were supposed to do when creating my edited videos, and they waited too long, and they deleted off my recent streams.
Oh,
so they can't go back to that gameplay. So they're like, "Hey, what can I use as a backup?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Are you paying them?
Yeah.
That's just me.
Tough, but you live, you learn, and you experiment. I don't know why that fits so perfectly into this, but yeah. But what's the question?
The
With the
discoveries of Breoanna Taylor coming to light. How does it make you feel about life? I guess, country, whatever.
It makes you question anything ethical that is done through the system, because you think that they're doing stuff right, and you never know what the agenda truly is, or if it's actually being done right. Like, it makes, obviously this is just one instance, but it's almost like, I'll relate it back to the police brutality. It's like, once it's caught on camera, it's like, well, how many times before has this happened?
Facts.
And and with it being such a hugely publicized like situation, and then for it to be actually true with all these conspiracies, it's like, well, how the fuck what hold up. And it's almost on some, like, I don't know if you ever, I doubt you've seen the show, but like the show Scandal and stuff, or like How to Get Away with Murder. It's like all these people in power that they push an agenda through whatever resources that they have, and it just makes you wonder, like, how many times has this happened before?
Behind the scenes.
And then it's obviously with people thinking us being in the military, we know certain stuff, but certain stuff is above our pay grade. And this is definitely one of them things where when it came out, I'm like, is this true? And then it's like,
definitely true now.
Don't know what to say to that other than you live, you learn, on to the next day. Shit, I don't know. I can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks. It's definitely unfortunate. Feel sorry for just that whole situation. Anybody involved, anybody affected mentally, emotionally. Just shit. Hell, black people in general. Because, I mean, or anybody in a position when they're just being belittled based off of their upbringing and all that good stuff for the color of their skin. Just shit like this, just the type of stuff that make you be like, damn, we can definitely improve. But people think certain stuff is great and peachy, but got a long way to go.
It's just a whole fact. It's a whole fact.
But it's life, though. So
it just made me think about, like, what can you do against these people that know all the rules and they know ways to break the rules, You don't even have to be doing nothing, and they could just.
It's not even that they know ways to break the rules.
Set
they know
you
how
up
to
into
just
something.
get away with the shit.
Get away with it. Yeah.
Shit, we always. That was the whole problem. don't know how I keep getting back to this fucking police brutality, but that was the whole thing with that. It's
That's
like
what we talking
the
about.
biggest thing that we always talked about when it came to. I heard what you said too. That is, I mean, technically true, but saying it. But back to it's like it's not that you're doing a crime. It's the fact that you're getting caught doing a crime, and there is no repercussions.
Oh, they about to be repercussions now.
Well, if you can get away with this shit, I mean, let's be honest. We got motherfuckers.
They tried their best to get away with it. They was about to.
Fucking what's
If
his
it
name?
wasn't for Breoanna Taylor's family pushing for discovery.
I'm forgetting his name. The one that
What
killed.
What's his name? Cause I
Was Zimmerman?
So many. Yeah, there we go. That's crazy that you knew, huh?
Because I had a feeling.
But perfect example. I didn't even have to say the motherfucking name, and he got it right first try, without hesitation. Shit like that when you get accused of something, or not even get accused, when you get proven guilty and no repercussions, it's like, what the fuck do you do then? Like,
well, you gotta understand what proven guilty means, because he wasn't proven guilty of anything. That's why he got out of court. They said the way he did was just. That's why he went around signing autographs and doing a whole bunch of other wild stuff that we didn't like. There's people that got away with it, and there's people that didn't get the time that they was
random. You think OJ said?
Wait, what?
You really want to do
Wait,
that?
what?
You really want to do that?
Here to stir the pot.
I mean, we're just gonna have a comedy hour if we do that.
OJ, what?
Did OJ do it? That what you trying to say? Go ahead,
Well,
ask
if
the
I
question.
did do it,
Because let's be 100% honest.
my
with
man
you.
made a book.
I'll
did
go
do it.
on
100% honest.
the finger that he pointed.
Let's go 100% honest with you. In the court of law, OJ didn't do it.
Nobody really gives a fuck about the law.
Because your personal,
The people who make the law don't
because
give a fuck
look,
about the
this is they push that agenda so hard
People break the law
that
every day.
the cops are supposed to
But
do what
the
they're
law-
supposed
the law
to
I'm
doesn't
do,
doing 55. I'm doing
and
56.
the judges are supposed to do what they're supposed to do. Just let the law be the law. If he went to jail,
Cop breaking the law.
he went to court, and they said he didn't do it, your opinion don't matter. That's like we playing basketball.
Wanna know so funny about my opinion? Not
LeBron
matter?
James never played Michael Jordan. That's why you can have the back and forth feud. Who's better, Michael Jordan? But guess what? LeBron James plays Steph Curry. We can put statistics to facts and say, okay, this is why LeBron James is better than Steph Curry. It's a physical thing. He beat you.
Some people argue and say Steph is better.
I know, but that's called stupidity. He beat you so many times, and you beat him so many times.
Hold on, I was just saying at the stir the pot. What the fuck you over here making them faces for? What you think Steph Curry better than
Because
LeBron?
he got his own opinion, and his opinion sometimes is
I won't
stupid.
let him stay on topic.
Nah, fuck his topic. I'm gonna hear you.
We just bullshit right now.
All I'm gonna
It's gonna be
say,
extra.
He about to say some stupid shit.
no, I'm not.
Like, you know, this is his opinion.
Shit.
When we talk about all around LeBron James, he got the numbers. But Steph Curry, LeBron James not beating him. Simple.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
Like if we talking, let's say like
You talking about a team sport?
yeah, like
or you talking
if we
one on one?
talking about LeBron James team versus the Warriors team. He's not beating him.
Well, see, in that you got to go which LeBron James team?
That's actually
The current one,
The current, of course.
Cavs.
the old.
I don't even think that he could beat the Warriors.
So let's be honest. The only reason why Golden State won was because Kyrie and Kevin Love were injured. I was going through BMT at the time, and the motherfucker was averaging 40.
That wasn't
And
every year.
you do realize the 2 times that he lost is
I'm a
because
LeBron
you,
James fan. I love LeBron James.
and you really and what
But
you
your
are.
reasoning for
If-
Steph Curry.
Yeah, if
being
it's
better.
LeBron James team versus Steph Curry team, I'm picking Steph Curry team because them threes be hitting for real.
You do realize they would have lost
What do you
2 and been 0-2 versus LeBron teams if injuries didn't happen. 2,
All right.
What's the
2
record right
of the
now?
top 3
What
people.
if
What's the record right
Draymond
now?
didn't
3-1.
get ejected? What if
3-1 Steph Curry.
Bogey didn't get hurt?
Because then they end up winning back to back with fucking Kevin
How many
Durant.
championships Steph Curry got?
Same as LeBron.
Like 4?
How many first all teams did he get?
No, well, you can't compare those because LeBron has made it like 18 straight.
How
years.
many MVPs did they got?
2 to 4.
How many all defensive teams did they got?
I don't.
I
I
can't
think
remember,
LeBron got a second,
LeBron got it.
like one time. I think.
all defensive, not first team
No.
defensive. Now LeBron got it like it's a good amount.
He got a great amount of.
It's a good amount.
defensive teams,
First team defense and actual
So
all team.
what I'm
defense.
trying to say to you is, your argument for Steph Curry is just the fact that he shoots threes.
Nah, he's just like is you can't explain it. It's just they like aura on the court.
But you okay? So
hold on,
huh.
but you can't even do
So
that.
let me-
What are you
let-
talking about
so-
on the court, because LeBron James
Curry
on the
has-
court
Curry-
is so
Curry-
dominant. That's why they call him King James.
Curry has an aura to where like they have to guard this man differently.
So I got a question for you. Hold on, watch this. Who you think has more of an aura, LeBron or Steph?
Steph,
What the hell makes you think
he
that?
covers more of the court.
That's you're missing the question. Not saying where a nigga can shoot from.
Yeah, you keep
I'm talking about where are you drawing the most attention?
who do you
You
think?
do realize, no matter if that nigga is injured, there's a reason why he is the headlines. If he steps into the state, LeBron has arrived.
Yeah.
There's a reason why at year 20,
I know.
he's still. What is going to happen with LeBron? It's not, oh, let's see what Steph and the Warriors can do.
It's literally the reason I would pick LeBron over Jordan.
So how, if you could pick LeBron over Jordan, how the hell you pick Steph over
Why?
LeBron?
Hold on,
Because
hold on.
LeBron draws more attention on the court than Jordan. If Jordan is at the 3-point line, ain't nobody about to put their hand up.
Draws more attention on the court than Jordan.
But Steph,
I
so where's
understand,
Steph at?
But see, this is what I'm saying. Your definitions and your arguments
Are contradictory.
are very vague.
What, better?
Because you're saying, let's go back to the
Stephen
easiest-
Curry isn't greater than LeBron James, but he's
think-
better on the court than LeBron James.
No, he's not.
How not?
How does that work? How is he not? Where are we talking
Outside
about? On the
of
court?
free throw percentage and 3-point percentage, where is Steph Curry better?
Just being on the court.
No.
Winning games.
Okay, you can't.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I noticed that this my phone, it probably just cut off. It only records for like an hour and something at a time. So I'm still gonna put this up. It's gonna be, you're gonna like how I do it. But how you're putting it doesn't make sense, because if you're just saying, if you take out his threes and you still say he's better, okay, then the question is, who do you think is a better leader, LeBron James or Steph Curry?
Hold on, watch this. Who's the better? Watch this. I'm gonna just go down. Who's the better scorer?
Curry.
How?
Because he could put up more points. More efficient. All them threes. The threes is crazy
You
because
know, hold on. So watch this. So it's almost like
Like-
I'm having a KD argument all over. You do realize his average points per game is lower than LeBron.
yes.
You do realize.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because Curry is out there
Because he don't make them all the time.
pulling people out further. So everybody else on the team eating.
So
you saying
You
he's
just
making
tried
everybody
to-
else better by being a focal?
So you think
Yes.
Steph Curry makes people
I'm just
better
making
than
it clear.
LeBron?
That's the point of KD going to that team.
I
Is
wanna
taking the
record
pressure.
this- I want to record this on my.
KD could play a game with no pressure because everybody's focused on
you should
Curry.
go live right now.
I low key went. So you mean to tell me the person who averaged less points per game, shoots a less percentage, is who has less assists, who average less assists, are better in both of those, all those categories because
you're going off the physical assists. We're talking about him moving around the court assists.
He's talking
Eyes
about-
are on him.
He's talking about a feeling. He's not talking about.
It's not a feeling.
You're not talking about. a
If
stat.
you're guarding Curry, are you leaving him open
That's
even though he
what
doesn't have
That's
the
what I'm
ball?
saying. You're not talking about a
that's
stat.
not that you're
talking
not
about a
even
feeling.
you're not even talking about facts. You're talking pure emotion.
Yeah,
Because LeBron gets
you're-
double teamed.
You're doing the same thing that
At
what's
all
the,
times.
What's the white dude on TV?
It's like if I see you at the 3-point line, I'm not guarding you. Because I have no feeling that you're going to get the ball and make the shot.
I got you. We understand that
This is one of the few times
is
in
an
life.
elite. I'm going to put
Hey,
that.
no, he's elite. The best shooter
if
all
there's
time.
a better word than elite, he would be
the
that.
ultimate goal.
Yeah.
He's the standard.
If Jordan got me posted up, he's the best of all time.
But
if LeBron James is running at me, he's the best of all time. Curry on that 3-point line is the best of all time, and that's the most important thing right now.
Kobe's a better.
So,
But
yeah,
Kobe's post is better than Jordan's. Jordan's a better scorer.
Yeah.
But Kobe's post game is crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's one thing you gotta give Kobe.
So,
even if you don't put him at the top, he's still crazy when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find out what makes you think Steph Curry draws more attention than LeBron, simply because he's not getting double teamed. He's just getting guarded past the 3-point line. The biggest thing that makes LeBron, I say, the greatest team athlete is because everybody's a threat on the court.
Has LeBron James' team ever won more than 70 games?
That's a team thing. That's not a. That's
the whole point of being on the basketball court. You can't talk about somebody's stats without mentioning
the
whole team.
Watch this, and that's crazy because that 73 win team lost to LeBron
because of injuries.
But they weren't
ejections.
No, they weren't.
Bogut was injured.
We talking about a motherfucker who got waived by the team.
I just also I also want to mention that we're only talking about offense. We're not talking about defense.
Defense
There's
no
argument you can make about defense.
At a certain point, the defense doesn't matter that much. What? Because Kawhi Leonard, he had his period where he was the best.
It's 2000,
but he still was getting 20, 30 points dropped on him.
It's 2022, and we have stopped caring about defense.
It's not even that. Motherfuckers done lost their rabbit ass mind.
Who stopped caring about defense? The whole point.
The fact that you think Steph Curry draws more attention
game is to score as many points and stop the other team from scoring more than you.
What what's so crazy about this? Recency bias too. He still thinks, because this is what the last 6 years. Last 6 years. Steph Curry has been crazy. Actually, we'll say 7. We'll go back to 2015 before he had the crazy ass 2016 year. We'll take 7 years.
Do math well. Go ahead.
We're going to do 7 years versus fucking 20. And 7 just outweighed 20.
Look,
what the fuck is going on? I'm about to off myself.
Let's go off this year.
Why you want to go off this year, though?
Look,
it's admitted that this year and last year, LeBron James teams are going to suck.
Look. And
it's my favorite team. They're going to suck.
Answer this question. If LeBron is not on the Lakers,
Steph Curry has had the same team damn near his whole career.
Who?
The Lakers. If LeBron is not on the Lakers, do they still not make the playoffs?
No.
What?
Do they not make the playoffs if LeBron James is not on the team?
Like, if
LeBron James is not there, do they make the playoffs? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No.
They didn't make it with him.
They didn't. What's your point?
From injuries.
You take Curry off the Warriors this year, they is not in the playoffs.
From injuries.
The
Lakers.
Listen,
AD's always injured.
So I'm about to throw another argument.
You literally
are you trying to tell me that you think
you literally
Steph Curry's impact on a game is greater than LeBron
right now?
Okay, but hold on. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this and why. Because if Steph Curry didn't have Klay Thompson, didn't have Green, I'm gonna just say them two. With Poole, you can put and Poole, and he had a subpar team.
No, I'm talking about the
put the injuries back on the board. Put the injuries back on the board. When Klay was hurt, when Green wasn't playing, put the injuries back on the board. They wasn't making the playoffs. Even though he was still playing, he was scoring his best of his whole career. That still wasn't making the playoffs.
I'm about to say something, and it actually doesn't really defend my stance, but I'm gonna just throw it out there because it's kind of funny because it does, but it doesn't, like in its entirety. LeBron played against your Golden State Warriors.
I'm a Lakers fan. What are you talking about?
My brother.
Regardless. LeBron played against
I love the Lakers. Don't play with me. Go ahead.
Golden State, with a young team that hasn't made the playoffs in like 6-7 years.
Facts.
When he first got there, year 1.
Facts.
Yeah.
And they were number 4.
Facts.
And they won.
They didn't make the playoffs though.
Because he got hurt.
The whole team got hurt. I watched.
Exactly.
I watched.
But
like 30 games from this season.
Yes, but this is a brand new young core, and all you did was insert LeBron.
But
you had the already established Golden State Warriors.
No, you can't. Listen, and this is why my point is so dominant right now. The point that you made is null and void. If LeBron,
null and void is crazy.
It's not, because if LeBron James is not on the Lakers, they don't make it. If Steph Curry is not on the Golden Warriors, they don't make it. Wow, that's an equal. That makes no point.
But LeBron was there and he didn't make it.
But LeBron on a garbage team makes it.
So
Steph on a garbage team does not make
so
it.
Crazy though. I think the Golden State Warriors will still make the playoffs without Steph.
They possibly could. Think
about it. Go down that line right now.
Without Steph.
Without Steph Curry.
You got Clay, Draymond.
Not saying they would win the championship. I'm just saying make it to the playoffs. And and guarantee they might make it deep into the playoffs. LeBron not on the Lakers team.
20 wins. 20 wins.
Might make it to the first round, but that's as far as they're going. And it might. I'm talking about the play. They not. That's what I'm talking about. It's like they like borderline. They got one game to win. We can do it. LeBron not playing. They gonna fumble the ball, bro. Look at, and I can put that with facts because LeBron played for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Watch this. Two things. They go hand in hand. Watch this. 2 hand in hand. Golden State, when they got KD, Steph Curry wasn't even the best person on the team.
No, because he was letting them shine.
No, KD is a better player.
You can't let somebody shine that's not better than you.
If they had a draft right now where you pick who on your team, I'm picking Curry number 1.
I guarantee you.
Watch
this.
I'm not the only one.
You're not.
Even watch this. This is what's really gonna fuck him up. I guarantee.
But guess what? The All-Star games for the past few years been picked by the best players. How many times did Curry do it?
Hold on. I'm not even gonna say that. If we're taking careers and we saying, okay, we know what the player could be. Like, we're not gonna say how many rings they got. We just know what the player could become. If I put 1, 2, and 3, or just in no order, but we got LeBron, KD, and Steph. GM, start your career. I guarantee you, Steph Curry's number 3.
So you saying rookie? From rookie to the end of the career.
Now we're just having a conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking about how great the person can become. You don't know about everything they in their career, how great they will become. Steph Curry will be the greatest shooter every time. KD will be KD. LeBron will be LeBron. You don't know how many rings they're gonna win. We're just gonna talk about pure stats outside of rings. If I say 1, 2, and 3 are LeBron, Steph, and KD, Steph is going to be taken 3rd. Hands down, every time.
Steph's second.
No.
Yes.
That's your opinion.
No, I'm talking about him. That's a 100% fact because nobody on God's green earth.
I really want KD on my team.
Nobody on God's green earth.
How tall is Steph? 6'1",
6'3", 6'4".
Ain't nobody picking no 6'2", 6'3" player over no 6'9", 6'11" player in the NBA.
No, I'm not saying that though. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we go back to
even if we talk about the all-time ranking, KD is not over Curry.
No, he's not. That's only because of his accomplishments.
Curry is.
If they both have 4 rings, KD's above.
But he don't got those rings.
Wait a minute. Who don't got those rings?
KD never got those 4 rings.
I know. I'm saying if we're just because of championship, that's what's gonna put. That's what propels. Because at the end of the day, that's how they rank. That's just them. But I'm saying if you take this person scored 40,000 points, this one person scored this person known as this person known as that, and you take rings out the picture, Steph Curry is going to be picked 3rd for the simple fact KD is unfucking guardable. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter, hands down. KD is unfucking guardable, and LeBron is fucking LeBron. You're gonna pick Steph 3rd. Even if I feel like, even with how adamant you are, like using a real position, you're gonna be like, I do got KD. And if we're also talking about it, Steph Curry was injury prone for like the first 5 years of his career. If we're talking careers as a GM, you're not going to want a person that you have to wait to become that. KD was always KD. LeBron was always LeBron.
But he ain't winning until he got recovered.
And that's not to say that you're not telling the truth. But I'm saying Steph went to go get KD to help with that man LeBron.
That's like saying
he lost to Steph.
That's like saying
after Steph lost to LeBron.
No, after KD lost to Steph, and then
even
Steph lost to LeBron.
And let's be honest, they shouldn't have even played fucking Golden State because they was up 3-1. And then motherfuckers never want to tell KD that you fucked up by fucking up and played shitty the last 3 games. I was just having a conversation with my group chat with my people earlier. They shouldn't even made it to the finals to lose that year. But they did. And good, because they didn't deserve to win. Because you was just down 3-1, then you lost 3-1. Crazy, because then the Cleveland Indians did the same shit. Never before it happened. Whatever, it was just a year of fucking miracles. But when Steph recruited KD, listen to how that sounds. You recruited
Draymond?
You said what?
Because Draymond made the phone call.
Draymond, go. He had to sign off on it because at the end of the day, Steph is head honcho. I'm not saying that Steph still wasn't the leader. Like I said, Steph Curry was the leader regardless, but he was not the best on the team. When LeBron first went to Miami, year 1, he was the best player, but D Wade was the leader. That's why after they lost to the Mavs and they said they went to their fucking trip to Mexico or whatever, and he was like, hey, this is your fucking keys. Like, come on. That's why motherfucker came back year 2012 and was averaging like shooting 60%. That's never been done for a whole month, getting 30 points off of 12 shots. No 3-pointers because he was just getting to the rim. The craziest LeBron ever because he finally took the mantle. Nobody will argue that LeBron is over Steph. But a lot of people will argue KD's over Steph because you have to think. Even in those 2 MVPs, why do you think this one was so crazy? Because everybody wanted Steph to get a Finals MVP. Because even though he played great next to his regular team and you had KD easily was the best player. Granted, a lot of it is being opened up from Steph, for sure, because it's fucking Steph Curry. But their system just fits so perfectly for KD. That's why everybody's like, why the fuck did you leave? I mean, you made your bed laying it. Like, you already